Hello, everybody. Welcome to another theory test show. Got Mark with us to help us out.
Evening.
Mm,
So we're doing the same again tonight that we did the other day.
yeah.
Right. Okay, so the chat so far is we've got Gillian's Dots who says, "Good evening, Daniel and Mark." Apparently there was a comment from D earlier, but it's not showing up in StreamYard.
Yeah.
And then we've got Gillian's Dots who says, "Good evening, D."
Amen.
We've got Mark's Hobbies in who says, "Good luck, Dano." So evening, Mark's Hobbies, and thank you for joining my channel membership. Much appreciated, mate. So thank you very much. Gillian's Dot says, "Good evening, Mark's Hobbies." D Harris says, "Evening, Gillian." And D Harris says, "Evening, Mark's Hobbies."
Hi, buddy, in chat.
Yeah. I got a nice surprise that this morning when I logged on. I was like, "Oh, Mark's Hobbies has become a channel member." Okay, you can end screen on my picture again.
What should you do if you think the driver of the vehicle in front has forgotten to cancel their right indicator? Sound your horn before overtaking. Overtake on the left if there's room. Stay behind and don't overtake. Flash your lights to alert the driver.
Stay behind and don't overtake.
Why should you use your mirrors when you see a hazard ahead? To assess how your actions will affect the traffic behind. Because you'll need to brake sharply and stop. Because you'll need to accelerate out of danger. To check what's happening on the road ahead.
I think they're all kind of right, but it's to assess the kind of...
To assess how your actions will affect the traffic behind.
Yeah.
What does this sign mean? No stopping. National speed limit, waiting restrictions apply. No entry.
No entry.
What's the maximum speed of powered wheelchairs or scooters used by disabled people?
Ooh. I don't think it's going... Oh, I could... "20 miles an hour could be quite quick. But some of them get used on the road. I'm going to make 16.
What does this motorway sign mean? Leave the motorway at the next exit. Change to the lane on your left. Pull up on the hard shoulder. Change to the opposite carriageway.
Don't think it's leave, because I think that's an X of the... Oh.
Change to the lane on your left. Pull up on the hard shoulder.
No.
Change to the opposite carriageway.
I think I'm going to go for change to the left.
Why should you never wave people across at pedestrian crossings? They may not be ready to cross.
Yeah.
They may not be looking. Another vehicle may be coming. It's safer for you to carry on.
Another vehicle may be coming.
You're looking for somewhere to park your vehicle. What should you do if the only free spaces are marked for disabled drivers? Wait for a regular parking space to become free. Use one of the spaces as long as one is kept free. Park in one of these spaces, but stay with your vehicle. Use one of these spaces. Wait for a regular parking space to become free.
Yeah.
When is fuel consumption at its highest? When you're accelerating, when you're braking, when you're coasting, when you're turning sharply.
Mm. Ooh.
When you're accelerating,
Looking for more gas.
you're driving a car fitted with automatic transmission. When would you use kickdown? To engage cruise control, to brake progressively, to accelerate quickly, to improve fuel economy.
Kickdown. Never heard of it. Something. To improve your fuel.
What should you do when you're approaching this crossing? Continue unless the pedestrians step out. Stop and wave the pedestrians across. Prepare to slow down and stop. Speed up and pass by quickly.
But be prepared to stop.
What should you do to reduce the risk of your vehicle catching fire? Avoid driving with a full tank of fuel. Check out any strong smell of fuel. Use fuel additives. Keep water levels above maximum.
Check smell of fuel. But then I think yeah.
Which light should you use when you're driving in a tunnel? Side lights, rear fog lights, front spotlights, dipped headlights.
Dipped headlights.
Your vehicle has broken down on a motorway. In which direction should you walk to find the nearest emergency telephone? With the traffic flow. Facing oncoming traffic. In the direction shown on the marker posts. In the direction of the nearest exit.
Oncoming traffic, so they can see you, and you can see them.
What should you expect if you see this sign ahead? The road will bend sharply to the right. The road will go steeply uphill. The road will bend sharply to the left. The road will go steeply downhill.
The road will bend to the left.
What is the national speed limit on motorways for cars and motorcycles?
70.
Where would you see a contraflow bus lane? On an urban motorway. On a roundabout. On a dual carriageway. In a one-way street. On a dual carriageway.
Hmm. Don't think I'm gonna see a roundabout or a one-way street.
On an urban motorway.
No. Ooh. No.
What should you remove from your car before leaving it unattended? The service record. The car dealer's details. The vehicle registration document. The owner's manual.
So you should.
The service record. The car dealer's details. The vehicle registration document.
Yeah.
The owner's manual. You're driving on a clear night. Which light should you use if the national speed limit applies and there's a steady stream of oncoming traffic?
So the clear night, and you've got oncoming traffic.
Fog lights.
No, because it's not foggy.
Dipped headlights. Side lights.
Mm.
Full beam headlights.
You wouldn't use full beam because you don't want to dazzle your drivers. Dipped or side. So let's see. So dipped.
You've stopped at a Pelican crossing. What should you do if a disabled person is crossing slowly in front of you and the lights change to green? Sound your horn.
No.
Edge forward slowly.
No, don't pressure them.
Drive in front of them. Wait for them to finish crossing.
Wait.
What should you do when leaving your vehicle parked and unattended? Leave the left indicator on. Park in a housing estate. Park near a busy junction. Lock it and remove the key.
Lock it and remove the key.
Which sign means no motor vehicles allowed?
C.
There are objects hanging from your interior mirror. Why could this be a hazard? Your view could be obstructed. Your windscreen could mist up more easily. Your radio reception might be affected. Your sun visor might get tangled.
Your view may be obstructed.
What does this sign mean? Two-way traffic crosses a one-way road. Two-way traffic over a bridge. Two-way traffic straight ahead. Two-way traffic crosses a two-way road.
Right. Two-way traffic. So over the bridge.
Two-way traffic crosses a one-way road. Two-way traffic straight ahead. Two-way traffic crosses a two-way road.
Two-way traffic ahead.
You're planning to tow a caravan. What will help the handling of the combination? A stabilizer fitted to the tow bar. A jockey wheel fitted to the tow bar. Anti-lock brakes fitted to the towing vehicle. Power steering fitted to the towing vehicle. You're planning to tow a caravan. What will help the handling of the combination?
Power steering.
You're at an incident. What could you do to help an unconscious casualty? Take photographs of the scene. Move them to somewhere more comfortable. Splash their face with cool water. Check that they're breathing normally.
Check the breathing normally.
What's the national speed limit on a single carriageway road?
Single carriage 40.
What should you do if your anti-lock brakes ABS warning light stays on? Have the brakes checked immediately. Check the brake fluid level. Check the foot brake free play. Check that the parking brake is released.
Check that the parking brakes released.
A police officer asks to see your documents. You don't have them with you. How many days do you have to produce them at a police station?
I think it's 14 days.
Which plate may appear with this road sign?
The hump ahead. Humpback Ridge.
What should you do if a driver pulls out of a side road in front of you, causing you to brake hard? Flash your lights to show your annoyance. Sound your horn to show your annoyance. Overtake as soon as possible. Ignore the error and stay calm.
Ignore and stay calm.
You're going to turn left from a main road into a minor road. What should you do as you approach the junction? Keep just left of the middle of the road. Swing out to the right just before turning. Keep well to the left of the road. Keep in the middle of the road.
Keep to the middle.
You're following a vehicle on a wet road. You stay a safe distance behind it. What should you do if a driver overtakes you and pulls into the gap you've left? Drop back to regain a safe distance. Stay close to the other vehicle until it moves on. Flash your headlights as a warning. Try to overtake safely as soon as you can.
Drop back.
When are you allowed to stop on a motorway? When you're signaled to do so by traffic signals. When you need to walk and get fresh air. When you need to use a mobile telephone. When you wish to pick up hitchhikers. When you're signaled to do so.
When you're signaled to do so by the traffic signs.
You've been driving in fog. What must you do when the visibility improves? Keep your front fog lights switched on. Switch off your fog lights. Leave your fog lights switched on in case the fog returns. Keep your rear fog lights switched on.
Switch off them.
What's the purpose of these road markings? To enable teachers to have clear access to the school. To ensure delivery vehicles have easy access to the school. To ensure children can see and be seen when they're crossing the road. To enable parents to pick up or drop off children safely.
To allow children to be seen.
What shape is a stop sign?
It's not A, it's not B. Mm. Yes.
When will a new car need its first MOT test? When it's 3 years old? When it's 7 years old? When it's 5 years old?
When it's 1.
How far are you allowed to reverse? As far as it takes to reverse around a corner. No further than is necessary. No more than a car's length. The length of a residential street.
No further than is necessary.
You're turning right onto a dual carriageway. What should you do if the central reservation is too narrow to contain your vehicle? Stop in the first lane so that other vehicles give way. Wait until the road is clear in both directions. Emerge slightly to show your intentions. Proceed to the central reservation and wait. You're turning right onto a dual carriageway. What should you do if the central reservation is too narrow to contain your vehicle? Stop in the first lane so that other vehicles give way. Wait until the road is clear in both directions. Emerge slightly to show your intentions. Proceed to the central reservation and wait.
Wait till the road's clear.
What should you do when you see an older person about to cross the road ahead? Stop and wave them across the road. Be careful, they may misjudge your speed. Expect them to wait for you to pass. Speed up to get past them quickly.
Stop and wait.
What does this signal mean? Trams must stop. Cars must stop. Both trams and cars can continue. Both trams and cars must stop.
Both trams and cars can continue. First thing is
How should you use anti-lock brakes when you need to stop in an emergency? Brake promptly and firmly until you've stopped. Keep pumping the foot brake to prevent skidding. Brake normally, but grip the steering wheel tightly. Apply the parking brake to reduce the stopping distance. Brake promptly and firmly until you've stopped. Why is traveling in neutral for long distances, known as coasting, bad driving technique? The engine will run faster. It will cause the car to skid. It will make the engine stall. There won't be any engine braking.
there won't be any engine braking, but
The engine will run faster.
no.
It will cause the car to skid.
You've got less
It will
control.
make the engine stall. Why should you reduce your speed here? The road surface changes ahead. The road narrows ahead. A low bridge is ahead. A staggered junction is ahead.
Yes, direct junction because there's a man coming out.
How can you reduce the risk of your vehicle being broken into at night? Park in a poorly lit area. Don't engage the steering lock. Leave it in a well-lit area. Park in a quiet side road.
Well-lit area.
Frank has recently passed his driving test. Whilst he's growing in confidence with each solo journey he completes, he still feels that he has a lot to learn, and he has not yet driven on a motorway. Frank has just insured a car for the first time and was surprised at how expensive it was. The broker that arranged the cover sympathized and said it was because so many recently qualified drivers end up making some kind of insurance claim. The broker mentioned the Pass Plus scheme and said that there were discounts to be had for drivers that had been through it. He also mentioned that the premium would go down if Frank increased the voluntary excess on the policy.
Right.
Which vehicles are prohibited from using the motorway? Cars with automatic transmission, powered mobility scooters, double-deck buses, motorcycles over 50cc.
Is it powered mobility scooters?
What legal requirement must be met by a newly qualified driver? They must have a new photograph taken for their full license. They must display green L plates. They must have valid motor insurance. They must be accompanied on their first motorway journey.
I don't think it's the bottom one. I've seen green L plates on, but I'm not sure if you've got to do that.
They must have valid motor insurance.
Because insured anyways. Yeah, well.
What's covered by third-party insurance? Flood damage to your vehicle, fire damage to your vehicle, damage to your vehicle, damage to other vehicles.
Damage to other vehicles.
What does it mean if your insurance policy has an excess of £500? You'll have to pay the first £500 of the cost of any claim. The insurance company will pay the first £500 of any claim. Your vehicle is insured for a value of £500 if it's stolen. You will be paid £500 if you don't claim within 1 year.
I think it's one of the top two. You've got to pay, or they pay the first 500. I think with a claim, I think it'd be you would have to pay the first 500.
When could the cost of your insurance be reduced? When you don't wear glasses, when you pass the driving test first time, when you're under 25 years old, when you complete the Pass Plus scheme.
When you complete the Pass Plus scheme.
Okay, let's review. End test. Okay, we did really well, but when we got into the 20s, yeah.
Yeah.
So, question 3 is, it's no stopping. No entry is a red band around the circle and a cross, a band in the middle.
Yeah. So it means I've got that other one wrong with the stop sign, which I was going to hit circle. And then I went, oh no.
Oh, what was the shape of the stop sign?
Yeah.
You got that correct. Okay, number 4.
No, that's confusing. If that's the stop sign, no stop or no stopping.
No, stopping, not a stop sign.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, number 4. 8 miles per hour. They're slow.
Yeah.
You can't really go any higher than 10 miles per hour, so it's always under whatever 10 miles per hour is.
I knew they were slow, and that's why I went 20 is going to be too fast. And then I thought, well, they've got to be at a good speed to get away, like to keep moving.
Yeah, but look at in there. There's also wheelchairs.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's anything below 10 miles per hour. 9. The kick down on an automatic transmission. So normally you'd have an automatic in drive, which is D, but below that you may have what you call 2, which is second gear, which means you can kick down to that second gear to accelerate quickly away or get past a slow moving vehicle. And that's what a kick down is.
Yeah.
Quite good fun. 13. Your vehicle's broken down the motorway. In which direction should you nearest emergency telephone? In the direction shown on the marker post. There are marker posts on the motorway that will tell you the direction for the nearest emergency telephone. Facing oncoming traffic, no, because they are driving that fast, they'll never see you.
Yeah.
That's only if you say on a country road, you'd face oncoming traffic if you were walking along. Next one is 16. In a one-way street. That's where, yeah, not on a dual carriageway.
Yeah.
Too dangerous. Dual carriageways, remember, you can go at 70 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Too dangerous for a controllable lane. So it's in a one-way street. 23. What does this sign mean? So if you're on a one-way road and you're approaching a junction, that is telling you that two-way traffic crosses a one-way road, which means that road, it will no longer be one-way after that.
Yeah.
Okay. So a bit more practice on signs. 24. Yeah, a stabilized fitted to the tow bar. Power steering, you don't need steering when you're towing something. The vehicle you're towing doesn't need steering. So a stabilizer fitted to the tow bar, it'll stabilize it and stop it from going out of control. 27.
6.
Single carriage road, 60 miles per hour, national speed limit.
Yeah.
If it was a dual carriageway, it'd be 70. So national speed limit is 60. 27 next. What should you do if your anti-lock brakes, ABS warnings light stays on? Have them checked immediately. Never mess with anything with brakes. That's what I was told. If you need to change them, take them to a garage and change them. So have them checked out immediately.
Yeah, I thought it was like you haven't took your handbrake off properly. So
No.
You check your hand.
No, there's no warning. There's apart from your handbrake light will stay on. There's
Yeah.
no warning light for that. 28. It's 7 days. You have a week
Yeah.
to produce your documents. In fact, that question is no longer relative. They don't ask you to produce your documents anymore.
No.
They have powers on the road now where they don't need to do that.
Yeah, I thought I've heard that like it's 14 days to show your producer.
29. Okay, so which will they see? Humps for half a mile. So basically, speed bumps.
Yeah.
That's a sign for speed bumps, not a hump bridge. Okay, 31. You're going to turn left from a main road. So basically, your position in the road is you would keep well to the left of the road. It just means that any traffic that wants to overtake can overtake on your right-hand side and you're not causing an obstruction. So it's just positioning your car into a right place. 37. It's 3 years. The rule states that cars from a manufacturer, the parts on it have a 3-year life warranty. So after 3 years, they should start to perish.
Yeah.
So certain things that the MOT checks for. So it's 3 years.
Does it-
40. What should you do if you see an older person in the road ahead? Be careful, they might misjudge your speed. So, yeah. Never wave them across because another vehicle might be coming.
Yeah.
Okay? Never, ever wave or do that. You just be careful, they might misjudge your speed. And finally, 41. You can go, but trams must stop. But
Yeah.
who drives a tram?
That's why I got a bit confused.
Yeah.
And then I went, I was kind of going, well, that's lame.
I don't know why they treat tram signals. I really don't know. But yeah. Okay, I'll catch you with this chat. So D says, well, at least don't need Dolly to make an appearance. LOL. Yeah, that was today. Lancaster video. We've got Ian Campbell in who says hello. Hi, Ian. D Harris says, evening, Ian. How's you, sir? Ian says, hiya, D. I'm well, you. Gillian Dot says, good evening, Ian Campbell. D says, all good, mate, thanks. Ian says, hi to Gillian. D says, no fuzzy dice then. Gillian says, well done.
Yep.
And D says, not a bad effort, Dano, just keep at it. Yeah.
Yep.
You need to do some practicing more or less every day to get questions spot on and keep practicing. The more practice, the better.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I think that's it, isn't it? I'm in another live stream at 7.
Yeah.
I'm literally out and back in another. So, but no, good effort tonight. You just need to keep practicing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Well, thank you for everybody's chat. Well done tonight, Dano. We're getting there, but you're starting to think on the right terms now, which is great.
Yeah.
And I'll catch you all on the next one. D says, well, night, gents, until next time.
Yep.
I don't know why I've highlighted that one. There we go.
Yeah, so night, everybody. See you later.
Bye.